Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Codex After Dark Comics Unleashed. My name is Tim the Terrible. This beautiful man on vacation is South Slab Guy. Down below is Dan the Kelly Art. And right next to him is the curator of the Library of Comics, Uncle Gary. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a hell of a show set up for you tonight. Polls, back issues, and a awesome showcase. What's the secret word tonight, gentlemen?
Nam.
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, we are going to get 30 seconds of business out of the way, and then we are going to dive right into this. Ladies and gentlemen, we have something for you. Gary, what would that be?
Oh, here at the Codex station, all the hosts, we have all the socials. And as Sal's trying to give them to you right now. And that's what we want to do. We want to give them to you.
There you go. At the Codex station, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite social media platform where we're live streaming right now. Please make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, and or follow so you don't miss content like this all the time, every time. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, memberships are available. Super chats are also available tonight. If that is something that you choose to do, if you want to support the channel financially, you are more than welcome to do so. Memberships are $3.99 a month. We've got 4 new videos up for members only right now, and more coming tomorrow. So that is definitely something you might want to consider. Help Codex be the Hulk 180 we always wanted to be, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. And last but not least, don't forget to head over to thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this, gentlemen. If you don't mind, I'd like to go first. Haven't been on in a little bit.
Go right ahead.
Fantastic.
Yes.
We'll allow it.
Wonderful. Okay, so
he's got the controls. Do we have a choice?
Well, yeah, that is also true.
He treated us like a third world country. He gave us a vote, but it didn't count.
What do you guys think? Doesn't matter. I'm still going first.
The socials make my groin burn. Oh my God.
Okay, Snoop.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love our chat. You guys are amazing, especially on After Dark. All right. A couple of days ago, what are we? It's May 25th as of this live, whatever it is. And if you're watching it after the fact, it was May 25th when we did this. A couple days ago, I had a birthday. I got some awesome gifts, and I'd like to share those with you before I go into some other stuff. So Wes came over, gave me 10 packs of Shadowhawk, the card series that came out in the 90s. Out of those 10 packs, it's a 90 card set. I was able to get, I think, all but 15 of them. So if you haven't seen them, it's all that stuff. It's by Comic Images, if I believe. Yeah, Comic Images, that sort of thing. Absolutely cool. Uh-oh. No F-bombs tonight. I used them all on Thursday.
You filled your quota.
Thank you very much, TJ. Happy 75th. Absolutely.
You used a year's worth on a Thursday.
There you go. But these are cool. Shadowhawk's one of my favorite characters, and that Wes thought about me to give me this kind of stuff is really awesome, and I am incredibly appreciative of that. Thank you very much, Wes. The other thing that I got was from Dan, and I graduated from Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. And like we said on Thursday, Gary, I'm sorry to say, man, but I think it settles the debate.
It doesn't settle the debate. It's a fake forgery. Dan created these.
Not
happy.
There was no
real deal.
Happy 180th. I'm getting older as we go.
Listen. That's the McCoy, but it's not the real McCoy.
Oh.
Okay.
I got a diploma, ladies and gentlemen. I graduated from the School for Gifted Youngsters. My name is the Mass Communicator with a Bachelor's of Science in Mass Communication, signed by none other than Hank McCoy. Right there.
That looks real to me.
It looks real to me too, you know, right? I got a diploma. You guys didn't.
After all, the beast is an X-Men, you know.
Yeah,
just because you have a certificate doesn't mean a damn thing.
There you go. But all right.
You don't want me to make one for you, Gary?
No, I don't need one. Certificates are for people that need them to remind them of their place. I know my place.
There you go.
And that place is on the X-Men with the Beast.
Congrats.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
All right, moving on. We've got some new awesome books to show you. I didn't make it to Nirvana this week because my car's in the shop, but I will be making it next week. And then when I come back on in 2 weeks, I will have a massive stack of new books to show you guys. But I
Woo,
get some
hello,
stuff.
Sam.
Yeah. A diploma from an Avenger. Well, you know, he is
Yep,
X-Man, so.
But it's a fake anyway. It doesn't matter which.
No, Bougie, I got you, man. It's all right. I did not take that personal at all. Don't even worry about that, buddy. But we've got some DC books here. First off, Superman number 13.
Yep.
Super excited to get into this. What is it? House of Brainiac. This is part 2. I need to get part 1, and I've got Action Comics coming here pretty soon. So there's that. This one I really dig, though, and this is World's Finest. I can't remember the issue number, but it's foily goodness, Sal. So I think you guys will appreciate it.
Oh, I have that. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the one you have is gold, isn't it, Sal?
Yes, but I also have that one as well.
Oh.
This is the symbol for the Superman Batman Volume 1
Yes.
that came out in the early 2000s. That is on my goals for 2024. And I'm not collecting World's Finest. I probably should, but I'm not. But I had to have this because
Been a fun
of
book.
the symbol. Yeah, Mark Waid can do no wrong with DC right now. He's doing amazing. That's it for DC there. Moving on to no independence, but here is my Marvels. The Avengers number 13. You guys showed this not too long ago. And I'm excited about Storm coming into the Avengers too. So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we have Ultimate Spider-Man, the 4th printing right here. Snoop, I have that tattooed on my chest. That's fantastic. I cannot wait to see that. I really hope that that's true. What's wrong with the car? It overheated and all of that stuff. Pam. You too? Wow, that's amazing. Here at the Codex station, ladies and gentlemen, we make all kinds of connections. No, it overheated while I was on my way to go get my kids, so now it's in the shop and it's getting fixed. Ultimate Black Panther number 3. This is the Boss Logic variant. Got this specifically for the Killmonger on the cover. Take a look at that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
Oh, that is really cool.
That is amazing. I dig that. I like some of Boss Logic stuff, not everything, but that really, really stood out to me. These two are part of what I'm gearing up for Baltimore. I've got a small stack of blank variants that I'm going to get some kind of sketch work done on. So we've got Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, the blank sketch variant, and we have Crisis on Infinite Earths. And I've got a pretty good idea what I'd like to get on there. But that's all I got for new books this week. Why don't we go ahead and move on to Sal on vacation?
All right. Let's do a quick test to make sure you can see it. All right, very good.
So you got to mirror your camera.
The most recent issue of Local Man.
You got to mirror your camera.
Do I have that backwards?
Technical difficulties.
It's not my regular.
There we go.
PC. So.
Don't you work with computers for a living?
I
Sal,
do.
if you need any tech help, just ask me, bro.
Yeah, Gary's our tech man. So
Absolutely.
Gary's our tech guy.
Wonderful.
All right, so that's Local Man. At least I'm not knocking the camera over
Today.
No, Boy Rivals number 9.
Oh yes, Springer, right?
Yeah, Springer.
Oh man, I'm so glad to see him on the cover.
Yep.
That was a toy that I wanted so bad when I was a kid. When the new ones came out after the movie.
What was it he said when they were fighting in Autobot City? I didn't come here to die or something like that. They really.
Oh yeah, it's like. What was it? Like I didn't plan on dying today.
Yeah, it was great.
While they're like dragging the bodies of the Gen 1 Autobots in and like, and pushing that big slingshot thing over.
I'm in the witness protection program, Snoop. I can't disclose my location.
There you go.
All right. So moving on. We're going to go into Marvel here, and we got the Union Jack Ripper.
Yeah.
Union Jack the Ripper.
That's
Led
cool.
that one. That was pretty good. Pretty violent. I loved it. Superior Spider-Man number 7.
Ooh. Interesting.
I picked up Blood Hunt number 2, but the alternate cover, it says Dracula in the mouth.
Are you getting the red band issues or the PG-13 issues?
Honestly, I'm thinking I'm getting the PG issues.
The red band ones are all polybagged.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
getting the
okay.
PG-13 issues then, I guess.
Okay.
And then The Last Hunt, Predator, number 4.
Oh, nice. Now, answer me this. Are you excited for Black Panther versus Predator?
Yeah.
Nice.
I love Predator. I love Black Panther too, but Predator's awesome.
Bougie says Sal's working where fire hasn't been invented yet. That's fantastic.
Bougie, come on. It's an undisclosed location, please. Okay.
I'm betting that camera takes a dive before the night is over. That's great.
That location is so
You're gonna lose that bet. You're gonna lose that bet, TJ. You're gonna lose that one.
that location is so undisclosed. Even Sal doesn't know where he's at.
There you go.
Well,
Somewhere.
Sal had the Jack the Ripper book. That's Sal the Sipper.
Right. So I picked up Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
She's working with the TVA now.
Isn't she in 616 now, or
Yeah.
making her way to that?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Follow the House of X, number 5.
I can't wait for that to be over.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slow fall.
Yeah.
And here is my only DC book this week. Justice League Godzilla Kong. It's a foily goodness of King Kong being a Green Lantern. Yeah,
Monkey Cell.
There you go, right there. Yeah.
Monkey
right
Cell.
there.
Wow. Ain't that?
Yes, get the Green Lantern link for a few moments.
Wow. Is that all you got this week?
That's it.
We are moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Gary, you're up next. What do you got this week, sir?
All right, let's see what we got. Let's go.
Snoop, are you broadcasting from Fallout 4? Yes.
Yes. Vault 3531.
There you go.
From a
All
full
right.
filter.
Let's start with one of my favorite books of the year. Batman. First
Yeah,
Night.
that's good.
Ooh,
This is a great book.
I love that cover.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
Ooh.
Perkins. Love Perkins' work. So, okay. Godzilla, Kong, Justice League.
Wow,
I saw-
Mega Godzilla's in there too. That's
I
great.
also have the foily monkey goodness. There's
Nice.
Gorilla Cell. It's the girl of my dream. The girl of my dream. There we go. All right. Yeah. With that handsome
Ooh,
fella.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. Cool alternate cover there.
I love that cover.
And there's that one.
That one too.
That's the regular. Yeah.
Liz says she's loving First Night right now.
Oh, it's been good,
Very
Liz.
cool.
Liz knows. Main Man and Superman.
Oh, Liz, you were talking about the mermaid book. I got that on my pulls list. As soon as it comes out again, I'll be able to get issue 2, and I'm going to grab issue 1 next week when I go to Nirvana.
Yeah, she was telling me about it too. I said, let the fellas know. Yeah.
That's a good cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Superman.
Yeah, I like that
Great.
cover.
Yeah. Which one, Liz? Where she's lifting, or the one with the stars? Where she's it's so good. There's the new Nightwing. I'm really enjoying the Nightwing book. It's been so good. Here we got some Titans has been really good too.
Nice.
Amanda Waller is
I
going on.
still enjoy how they have pushed Titans right to the top as far as teams go.
Here's an alternate Titans cover.
She says the lifting one.
The lifting one, yeah.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
That is a great cover. Oh, the Alan Scott Green Lantern book.
Nice.
Nope, I got one of these for you because it's got some JSA action in it, brother. And I know, just a preview. Look at that. That's for you, Snoop.
Oh, wow.
JSA. Here's the alternate cover.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's a good cover. World's Finest. This has been such a fun book. Such a fun book.
Wow.
Mark Waid can write a comic, man.
I like
That's
that.
a good alternate cover.
Yeah, World's Finest.
I think I'm getting that in my HCC pool soon.
Yeah, Green Lantern War Journal.
I'm glad that's still going on.
Yep, I enjoy this book a lot. My buddy Philip Kennedy Johnson writing it.
Ooh,
Catwoman.
that's a nice cover.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Liz says she needs to read that Nightwing series. Highly recommend, absolutely.
Yep.
And Bougie says he digs that Green Lantern alternate.
Yeah, it is sweet. There's a sweet Catwoman.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like the throwback to the old 90s suit.
I do too.
I dig that.
Hellblazer, Dead in America.
Ooh.
Yeah. And
Boy on that.
gotta have a good alternate cover with the Swamp Thing in it.
Oh,
Wow.
you were right. I pointed out to Sal on the shelf. He's like, Gary's gonna get that. I was like, absolutely.
All right, got a cool facsimile comic of a book I don't own, and that is Military Comics #1, which was the first appearance of Blackhawk.
Yes.
Nice.
I saw that was coming out.
Yeah, so this is a way to I think the splash page, the first splash page. What a great introduction to the character.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
So the first appearance of Blackhawk inside a book is like that. So really cool.
That's
So I believe
amazing.
I want to say that book came out in 40, but Military Comics 1. And
Gary Snoop asks, how is Hellblazer right now?
the Hellblazer, it's I'm not enjoying it as much as some other iterations of it. It's a really dense read. I like it, but I don't love it as much as as some of the others. But I'm hanging in there.
Nice.
Hanging in there. I also got Union Jack the Ripper.
Ooh.
That's the regular cover.
That's the A cover?
That's this is the A cover.
That's a great cover for the
Mhm.
A. Man,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
That is the A cover. Look at all those vampire eyes behind them.
Wow.
And that's the B.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Pam
Mhm.
says Black Hawk is some fun stuff. Highly agree.
Mhm.
At one point, Steven Spielberg was going to make a Black Hawk movie.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. I had no idea.
Nice.
Ultimate Black Panther.
Great series. I'm glad that's moving right along too.
Spectacular Spider-Men.
Yep.
Spider-Men. Black Widow and Hawkeye. 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Widow's got her a symbiote suit. There's our X-Men that Sal and I are waiting to free fall to the ground.
Bougie says
Finally.
I really like the show, even though it makes him go broke every week.
I know, man. As Liz found out last week, I'm good at helping people spend their money. Steered her to a couple different books, and she got a few from Damien. So yeah, I'm good at spending people's money, but they never complain about what I steer them towards. So
Well, Gary and Sal will tell you I'm good at that too. If they're looking at a comic and I'm standing beside them, I'm like, you should get that.
oh,
Treat
trust-
yourself. You deserve it. You should buy that.
you don't have to encourage me. I'm going to get it anyway. But if it's what I want, I'm getting it.
Beautiful Alex Ross goodness.
Yeah, that's a multifaceted cover, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, Ghost Rider, Final Vengeance.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And oh man, my buddy over there, Tim's favorite writer that did not cause him to cuss at all last week.
Oh my
They just
lord.
added in
I
50.
like that cover. I read that.
Yeah,
I read
it
that one.
is
I like
cover.
that cover.
This is the A cover.
Yeah.
So true, Liz. Absolutely. Zeb Wells makes me cuss in my sleep.
I think she's talking about Dan being the devil.
Oh, never mind.
I'm not that bad a guy.
This is a JR Jr. cover.
Yep. I
Now
like
that's
that.
a good cover.
I like it. I like it a lot. It made me buy it. Yeah, and even though this is an oversized book, I had to spend more money to get it. This is Blood Hunt. This is the version that Sal's not scared to read. And here's the version that Sal is scared to read, especially when he's sitting outside in the dark, and that light's not going to protect him from the
How do you know
light.
I'm not a vampire myself?
Yeah.
Wow.
How do I know? Well, you
You're too Italian to be a vampire.
yeah,
You go
yeah.
back.
Garlic.
Okay, I'll give you points on that one. That's correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we went racial on that. Yeah.
Yes.
I missed that a few weeks ago, so I
Nice.
got that.
How are you liking that, Gary?
I like it, and I'm not a GI. I never really read GI Joe, but because of y'all, I picked this book up. It's been good, so
Nice.
I look forward to reading that. I love this book. I have not read two yet, but Rook has been all the Ghost Machine books. I am so happy.
Thank you, Pam.
Same.
All right, I'm getting this on the recommendation of Rob from Comic Logic. White Boat
I'm getting that next week.
for Distillery. cool cover. They had quite a few
Yes.
cool covers, and the covers, they're.
I heard good things about that.
Yeah. The coolest book of the week, though. You ready? You ready? The coolest.
Sal will suck your marinara.
Wow. Wow.
You remember that? What was the line that was saying in Boondock Saints when he's like, "Gotta dip my balls in marinara for him so they can have a taste of the old country."
Taste of home while you're at it. Go ahead, Gary.
Oh! Before I do that, look at this awesome Rod Serling shirt.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, baby. All right, coolest book I got all week. The best book, the coolest book. The EC.
Oh, nice.
This is the artist edition. The only difference is this is a soft cover version of it. And what this is the high-res scans of all the great Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror and all that other EC goodness.
I cannot wait for your Halloween showcase because I know it is going to be horror-filled.
Oh, it will be horror-filled, my friend. This and it's not just the horror. I mean, we have Two-Fisted Tales.
Wow.
In this artist edition. This sci-fi for you, Tim.
Oh, weird fantasy.
The sci-fi covers, EC did sci-fi and horror like nobody else.
Loved it.
And I tell you what, oh God, there's a great. This book is only $39.
Richard,
never late. Richard, always on time.
This book is only $39, and it is a bargain. And
there you go, bougie. More of your money getting spent.
Yeah, bougie
doubles as a coloring book.
Well,
no,
I would say don't color in this book.
Gary, just like a little piece of him died inside. He's like, what?
But I mean, come on, how awesome!
Cool.
Oh man, that looks great. Wait a minute, that cover you just showed, Dan, that looks very similar to your Swamp Thing original piece you did for Gary.
Yep, it sure did. And it's cool when I show covers like this Haunt of Fear with the lady on it.
Yeah.
On the original.
Nice.
Yeah, not the original art, but the original comic.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Sal got locked out of his house.
Listen, he didn't get locked out. He was just asked very forcefully to leave.
His wife saw his comic bill for the week. I was like,
well,
Keith's got a good question for you, Gary. Is that every EC cover?
You know what? I do not know if it's every EC cover, but it's a lot of them. Let's see. It's a great book. It's only $40. There is a hardcover edition that I didn't get a few years ago. I should have. Let's see. Here's what's really great about the artists that are in here: Wally Wood, Harvey Kurtzman, Graham Ingalls, Al Williamson, Johnny Craig, Frank Frazetta, Jack Davis, Al Feldstein, and more. To make a baseball analogy, this is a murderer's row. Every bit as noteworthy as the 27 Yankees. Okay, so this collects. This edition collects more than 140 EC covers. So there you go. You're getting 140 of them. I would think that this probably isn't everyone, but you're getting the best.
Bougie, you can bet your bottom dollar that Gary will do a Halloween showcase right here on Comics Unleashed. That is a guarantee, sir.
Okay, well, there you go. If they listen, Bougie, they got to set me up for it because I sure as hell can't push the buttons and run the stuff. If they tell me to show up with some books, my brother, you're going to see some EC. You're going to see some House of Mystery, some House of Secrets, some Ghost. You're going to see Chamber of Chills, Vault of Horror.
Yeah.
We can have a Halloween spooktacular, my friend. So.
Oh, hey, we got somebody that goes to Nirvana. Oh, Bougie, there we go. Nice. Hydrus 96. Where do y'all get your books? I get my books from Nirvana Comics. That's funny you say that. So do I.
Ooh, so that Tim is a patron, not just a patron. He's a patron saint of Nirvana Comics. So
I'm in there
every week.
Yeah, and look, and he will anoint you with holy water.
That's right. That's
in
right.
his bathtub.
In his bathtub.
Is that all you got there?
Don't mind the color of the
water. Is that all I got? That was quite the stack. But again, highlight of the week.
Yeah.
EC covers. this is the next best thing to owning the original art. And trust me, I can't afford the original art.
Right.
So if you are like that, like me, and even if you could afford it, are they going to sell it? The people that own these original pieces, are they really going to sell it? No. So this is the best thing to owning the original art, and it's so damn cool. So
the Cobain of Nirvana comics. Well, I don't know about that. Uncle Gary might even show off his giant-sized man things on Halloween. Well,
I tell you what.
It's okay. You know what, Tim? It's okay to be the Cobain of Nirvana comics as long as you don't start dating the Courtney Love of Nirvana comics.
That is also true. There you go.
As far as showing off my giant-sized man things, I have done a lot of that in my life, and it usually goes pretty well. Just saying.
Oh my God! Don't tell Courtney if you're the Cobain. Oh my God! All right, Gary, you're all good.
I am frosty, baby.
There we go. Well said, Dan. Bougie, don't encourage him. Do not encourage that man.
If you want to see Uncle Gary's showcase from last Halloween, just go on the YouTube page. Because all these are on there. Go to the one from Halloween last year, and he had a pretty good showcase of horror books then.
Shoot, I'm gonna have to remember
for a couple episodes leading up to it.
Is Grant the Courtney? No, McKay is. No, I don't know. Somebody is. I have no idea.
So you asked where everyone gets their comics from. Tim gets his from Nirvana. Me and Sal go to a shop where we live called Beyond Comics, and Sal also has Heroes Corner Comics pull. And then Gary co-owns Comic Logic.
That's right. Yeah.
Logic.
And
so we're just doing new stuff now, right? We'll do the back issues later.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So I'll start off with. I only got 2 DC books this week. It was a big week for new stuff. It was about 3 times the normal stuff, at least for my pulls. So I wasn't able to pick everything up. And when I show you what I got at LotCon later on, you'll see why. But I got 2 DC books. I also got the Alan Scott Green Lantern.
Nice.
Which I feel like there needs to be a follow-up miniseries to this because there's still a lot left to tell since they did this retcon on him. There's still a lot to tell between where this ends and his later years.
I think because of how popular that series has been, there will be a sequel, if not an ongoing.
Well, they got my money if they do.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked all of them, to an extent. I like the Flash one. I think the Flash one is the one that I like the most overall. I like the Green Lantern one. I like the story in the Sandman one the best, but I just hated the artwork and it didn't fit with it at all.
Yeah.
But with that said, if they did sequels to any of them, I would buy them all. And if they were like, hey, we're gonna pick 3 more JSA members. Next, we're gonna do, I don't know, Hourman and Wildcat and
Hawkman
and Hawk. Well, probably not Hawkman because he's had so many series over the years. Maybe like if they did an Al Pratt one for the Atom or something, I'd pick them all up.
Hydra says the Alan Scott Green Lantern is okay, just not his thing, but he's really been enjoying the main GL and the John Stewart series. The John Stewart series gets a lot of praise here. So
yep.
I also got the new issue of Titans, which was good. Digging this series.
Nice.
Got some as always, got some indies. The new issue of Something is Killing the Children.
Nice.
Which, I mean, this series, I wish I had started picking it up earlier because those early issues are just well outside of my price range at this point. Also got the Void Rivals number 9.
Yeah, that's the A
cover on the cover.
Yep.
Yeah. And the Cobra Commander number 5.
I cannot wait to read that. I have heard nothing but great things about that issue.
Yep, and with this one and the Duke series ending, the next 2 they're doing is Destro and Scarlet.
Yeah. Very excited about that.
I don't know if they're doing I don't know if they're going right into G.I. Joe after that or if they're going to do some more miniseries.
I don't know.
Richard, you and Jamie both. Jamie loves Kyle.
Snoop, I am heavy getting into JSA because of these 3 guys.
Oh, so good.
I think the Wildcat episode made you.
Yeah. That was the catalyst.
Like
You
Gary
said
also
cat-
got Rook Exodus.
That was very clever.
Unintentionally.
That was very clever, Tim.
Also got the Rook Exodus #2, which fantastic.
Nice.
The artwork in it's so good.
Yeah, I
Very
hear a lot of
frank,
good
yeah.
things about that too.
Yeah, like Sal, I was the one that turned Sal onto this book, and I still dig it. Local Man, this is #10
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
with the flip cover,
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
and just did an interview that is up now with Tony Fleece. So go on our YouTube page and check that out.
Hydra says that he thinks they should do a Snake Eyes mini. I agree with that, but I really like the direction that they're going with it right now, and I think a Snake Eyes series is all but inevitable.
Is it just me or is Sal looking like Eclipso over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think a Snake Eyes one would be cool, but I would be more interested if they did one that was kind of focused on.
Is this better? Is
Yes.
this better?
Yeah.
No,
They,
Eclipso's better.
It'd be cool to see them do one where it showed like Snake Eyes and Stalker and Storm Shadow and
Yes.
and Fred, like when they served together.
Yeah, agreed.
But with Local Man, since I guess 90s image stuff is, or 90s stuff in general is, having a resurgence. I also got this first issue from an Image book, Blood Squad 7 #1.
Oh,
After 30 years, the brand is back.
Wow.
So this is a book that and it says it in the back of it. There's a little thing in the back which
Blood squatting. That is a
I'll be
terrible
honest,
letters page.
most of the stuff I just kind of skipped these things, but I started glancing over and I read it. So it talks about how when Image formed, that it was such a big deal and such a game changer for the comic industry, which it was, and that all of these creators, even though they owned their own titles, they all existed in the same shared universe. And fast forward several years, and some of these properties have now left Image, and it doesn't say anything specifically, but reading this issue and then reading this is clearly meant to take the place of Youngblood inside the history of the Image universe.
Wow.
As it's a government team that didn't work out real well, and it talks about how they had an away team and a home team, and all this, and it was like celebrity teams, and then this is them doing the new team now. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Interesting.
And I'm interested to see how that plays out going forward.
Jamie says he read Rook, Redcoat, and Geiger all caught up on Jeff Johns, and he has done it again.
Yeah, it's so good. I got
Sal showed off his 9.9 Darkhawk #1, but we couldn't see it. Wow.
for Marvel, I got Black Widow
Thanks,
and Hawkeye #1 or #3. I mean,
3, yeah.
Yeah,
but I guess it's only one more issue. I think, though, it would be cool if they made it an ongoing. Sensational She-Hulk #8.
I'm excited about that too.
X-Men 97 #3.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, Todd Knox covers are great on this. There's one more
Is
issue.
Is that Boom Boom on the cover?
No, that's
Oh
Is that
no,
Jubilee?
that's Sienna Blaze.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's an old 90s villain that they haven't done with anything with in a long time.
Yeah, Blood Squad 90s title, right? But the letters page or whatever they called it, Blood Squatting, that reminds me too much of Heavy Flow, and I will pass.
I'd say check it out. It's a pretty interesting first issue. It's you could tell very heavily that they,
Heavy.
the Youngblood influence on it, but it's not stupid the way that Youngblood was.
They flowed into it pretty heavy.
Then the last one I got is I also got the Union Jack the Ripper.
Wow, I
The
love
Blood
that
Hunt.
cover.
I'm not this, of all the Blood Hunt spinoffs, like I'm reading the main book, and this is the only miniseries tie-in that I'm getting, because I mean, how often do we get a Union Jack book? It's like once every 8 years. So
Bougie's gonna get Blood Squatting, or
nice.
Blood Squad 7. Heavy.
So yeah, so that's good though. Really, even though it says Union Jack on the book, he's only in like half of it. So hopefully he'll be more prominent in the second issue.
So Jack was off the book.
But that's it for me for new stuff this week.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our polls for this week. Let's go ahead and get our sponsor out of the way tonight before we get into some back issues and then Uncle Gary's showcase. So let's go ahead and talk about that sponsor, shall we? If you, ladies and gentlemen, are in the Knoxville area, head over to my exclusive shop, Nirvana Comics. Right there's the address. They've got a comic for everybody, and they want you to come in there and see just how awesome that shop is. Grant, Jasmine, McKay, and the rest of the Nirvana Comics team, they are more than happy to help you out, give you a place that you can go into and talk shop and meet some really awesome people. I'm in there. Let's see, who else was in there from the chat house? Is that right? Where are you? Hydrus
96.
Hydrus 96. Yeah, I'm in there on Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen. So come on in, say hi to me, say hi to Grant, Jasmine, McKay, the rest of the Nirvana Comics team. Like I said, they have a comic for everybody. And if you are out of the Knoxville area, don't worry, they got a website and you can head over there and you can set up a pull list. They will ship it directly to you and you can enjoy the same type of benefits that we all do when we go in-house. Nirvana Comics in Knoxville, Tennessee, ladies and gentlemen, they have a comic for everybody and they want you to come on in there and say hello. All right, let's go ahead and get into some back issue goodness. Now, like I said, haven't been able to go to McKay's, haven't been able to go to Nirvana, so my back issues are kind of light this week, but fear not, I've got some nice stuff in here that I want to show you. So, not too long ago, maybe about a month ago, Wes and I went to an estate sale and I bought some comic books. Paid a little too much for them, but I got some cool stuff that I've shown on here in the past. And the rest of the stuff just was not worth keeping. The condition that the books were in was very poor, not even reader copy quality or anything like that. They were basically destroyed. But I was able to pull some good stuff out of there. I went through what was left of the box again today, and I found some stuff. So that's all scattered throughout here, and I'll let you know what that is while we're going into it. But this book right here is one of those out of that I got. This is Superman number 43.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, not too bad. What's it say? Lock Trevor Deadlock, introducing the Kryptonite Man.
Love the sea serpent.
Absolutely. That is just so out of place on a Superman book. I just think that's cool. This one, Gary, I think you'll dig. This is now these were the only books that were salvageable. The rest of them, unfortunately, are not. They got severe water damage, and I'm talking like some awesome Silver Age books, beautiful artwork, a lot of Thor, some amazing Spider-Man and stuff like that. That was just absolutely destroyed. Broke my heart.
What did you do with them?
They're sitting in a box outside, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to cut them up and use them in like a shadow box or something like that. That's about all they're good for right now. They're not even worth trying to save. But this
not even that new New Mutants 98. You're still going to put that.
That one I'm going to light on fire right out in the front yard and just call everybody so they can cry with me. Gary, this one I think you'll dig. This is Tales of the Legion of Superheroes, number 349, Suspicion.
Censor less. Nice.
Yeah. So I pulled this out, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, Gary will dig that.
Got them all. Absolutely.
This also came out of that box. This was a comic that I was getting when I was younger, only got sparse issues here and there, but I remember it fondly. This is Starman number 12.
It's the Will Payton Starman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the beautiful bright purple and yellow costume.
Hero from Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, Gary, I think you'll dig. This is Have You the Nerve to Face the
The
Unexpected?
There we go.
Yeah, issue number 125.
Oh,
Nice.
And
Nice.
rare for a DC book to have wording on the title.
yeah. And that is a Nick Cardy cover.
I love it. I think it's great. What do they say? They say, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, look at the accused. Now I dare you to find him guilty. Absolutely cool. I love that.
Cool.
This also came out of that stack. This is Atlas Comics Tales of Evil featuring the Bog Beast. Take a look at that.
Oh, very
cool.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I like that. Nice, heavy science fiction, bit of horror, stuff like that. Looks really awesome. I dig it. This one I got off of eBay. I think I paid $1 for it. This is the last issue of Volume 1 of Lady Death. This is issue number 16.
Nice.
Yeah. And this is early Mike Diodato.
Mm.
All right. So yeah. So that's.
She has some double D.
So that was after she'd been around a while, because it was years that it was just like all the chaos stuff was just nothing but like
all
one mini series after another for the longest time.
Zeb Wells books make great kindling. They absolutely do. This book, that's it for DC and Independence. The rest are Marvel. This also came out of that stack I was able to save. This is Avengers Spotlight number 35.
Nice.
Not too bad. The Return of Gilgamesh. Dan, this one's for you. We were talking about this when you did the interview with me. This is Visionaries, issue number 6, the last issue.
Yeah, those were some cool toys.
Yeah.
They were like G.I. Joe figures, the same type of articulation, the way they were made, but they were a little bit bigger than that 3 3/4 inch.
And they had those
and then they each had
some kind of
it was like
plate.
a hologram sticker that was on their chest that you could kind of move around, and they had a staff with like a hologram kind of thing on top of it, and they had the helmets that would come on and off. They were pretty cool.
I had Visionaries toys when I was a kid. This is another one I was able to save. I already have this issue, so this one will be going to my son. But this is Avengers number 316, guest starring the Amazing Spider-Man.
Nice.
Yeah, great cover.
And that was written by another guy that I just did an interview with.
Who was it?
Maybe Nia Scissor.
There we go. Yeah.
Well,
Pam says hologram chests. Absolutely.
And Snoop said G.I. Joe's and acid.
Yeah. This one also came out of that stack. Gary, this is for you. This is Marvel Spectacular number 4, starring the Mighty Thor. This is beautiful Jack Kirby art.
Oh, it sure is. Yep, look at that.
This one's more beat up than a lot of the other ones I was able to save. A lot of tears and stuff on the spine, but it's still very readable.
Very dynamic.
Nice.
Still, the colors are nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm very glad I was able to salvage that. Here's some awesome sci-fi stuff. If you like Conan the Barbarian, this is something you guys might dig. This is Edgar Rice Burroughs' John Carter, Warlord of Mars. This is issue number 3.
Nice.
Yeah. So pretty cool. Also another one I was able to save out of there. Don't have this. It looks like Jim Lee artwork. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is Punisher War Journal number 18.
So good.
Yeah, that's when he was.
That definitely looks like Jim Lee to me.
Yeah.
Because he was doing Punisher before he got the gig on X-Men.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Because he did Punisher for a while before. That's what kind of broke him in. Well, not broke him into Marvel, because he did Alpha Flight before that.
Helped him get his feet right.
Punisher was the thing that really raised his profile.
Yeah. Now, this says every year Hawaiian vacations end safely and happily for more than 1 million people. They aren't in this issue.
Well, that's the one. That's either, I think that's the one before the famous cover where he's on the jet ski.
You just rented a jet ski to the Punisher. Kiss that baby goodbye.
Yeah, that's right.
is what it says on the cover.
Here's another one that I saved out of there. I have this issue as well, so this will be going to my son. This is Uncanny X-Men number 261, and this is Jim Lee artwork.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool. This I got from Sal. Very happy to have this, Sal. It looks gorgeous and beautiful. This is Madeline Pryor on a wonderful foily goodness with artwork done by DNA.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
We worked up a nice trade because when I had bought that book, it came in a lot and I forgot about it. And I saw the same book Slabs as a 9.8 and I bought that.
Yeah.
So
didn't realize that you had the raw one, and then when you and I were talking, you're like, hey,
under boob is always good.
Right, it's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
These two books I got from Dan. Dan, thank you very much for these. Issue 23 I already have. I have it autographed, but this is a non-autographed copy, so this will be going in the box with the regular stuff while the other one gets graded. G.I. Joe number 23, beautiful golden cover.
That's the second print.
I love this. Yeah, you can tell it right there because of the black Spider-Man head down at the bottom.
I think
Very nice.
I think there's a little difference around the price box too. I can't
Is there?
remember.
Because the M right there.
I think just if you compare it to the first print, I think it might be different, but I could be mistaken. I'd have to check it again.
Okay. This is issue number 24. This has a cameo and several first appearances in it, too. I know it has the cameo of Zartan and its first appearance of Firefly and a first appearance of somebody else that I cannot remember offhand. But this is issue number 24.
Yeah, that's such a cool cover, too.
I love that cover.
That's a great one.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Such a great Mike.
And then this is the last one that I was able to save out of that box. The only Amazing Spider-Man issue I was able to save. Excuse me. It is beat up. It's got it's missing some of the cover, and you'll see that in a second. But it is Amazing Spider-Man number 195, the second appearance of Black Cat.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's missing. It's got that right there. And then it's got a bunch of surface damage there. But Gary, like you've said, any copy is better than no copy.
Right.
And this is still very readable. And it's a great placeholder until I can get a better copy.
Absolutely. It counts.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. So that's the gem out of everything this week. All right. Sal, you got any back issues while you're on vacation?
I did not bring my back issues, but I sent you a picture of one. If you can throw it up there in the chat, maybe go to Dan for back issues first and then swing back to me.
All right. Dan, Gary, you got back issues, right?
Well, only when I'm lifting really heavy things.
That's very true.
Most of the time, I'm pretty good. Most of the time, this takes it up okay.
Wow.
All right. Here we go. This is from Dan, who got that to me at LotCon. I missed the Superior Spider-Man number 5 there, so
very nice
for me. This also came from Dan. It's Jim Lee. This was the 8th and final Jim Lee cover I didn't have for the month a month or two ago, where Jim Lee had. It's a really cool. Kind of reminds me of the Red Rain stuff.
I love that.
Yeah, so very cool. So thanks again, Dan. All right, so I'm going to start off with some really cool tone covers. But before I do, just want to thank everyone out there like Snoop who served this country. But this is Memorial Day weekend. And as guys like Snoop will tell you, this weekend, it's not about them. It's about the guys that never came home.
Right.
We're honoring America's war dead. So we do appreciate all our veterans, but this is an even more somber occasion when we are remembering the ones that did not make it home. So thank you for your sacrifice and the families that sacrificed. Now, one of the coolest tone covers, GI Combat 77.
Oh, love that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That is awesome. So he is fake and dead, and he has got a surprise. He's got a surprise. He's getting ready to open up on those guys. GI Combat 77. GI Combat 98. Again, these tone covers are just fantastic.
Love it. Give us a brief explanation on what that means again, Gary, for those that may not know.
Okay, so they're painterly covers, and the official name of this is called gray tone covers, and it's just, even though it doesn't mean that it's a gray book, it's just gray tone is what they call the process. And Richard, absolutely, and Snoop, yes, thanks to the veterans, and Snoop is a veteran, but he's also a combat veteran, so the man is, he has served his country under very trying circumstances. And Chris, I love you, brother, and I thank you for that every day. So, but the gray tone, the GI Combats had a lot of those tone covers, and I'm about 30 of them. I'm slowly chipping away at them. Sea Devils, I have a complete run of Sea Devils.
Yeah,
a bunch of them, and I think I showed them in a showcase.
It was a couple of weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't seen that, go check it out.
Oh, those Sea Devil books are amazing.
Yeah.
So,
TJ does have an important question, though. You have back issues when you're lifting those double Ds.
Well, no, usually when I'm lifting the double Ds, I have her lean back into me, and that helps up the weight a little bit, and we just force it together.
Oh, shit.
Weight distribution.
Yeah, absolutely. That's, not only is she a redhead, she is. Yeah, well, she won't drown. Let me just say that.
Hydra says thank you to all the veterans and thank you for your service and sacrifice for our country.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, here's Sergeant Rock, 243, Joe Kubert cover. So, wow. and ladies and gentlemen, in 2 weeks, our character of the week is going to be Sergeant Rock, and it's going to be on it's going to be June 6th, 2024, which will be the 80th anniversary of Sea Devils. Pam, I forget which episode it's on. But
I can find it real quick. I think it was 3 weeks ago.
Just go watch them all.
Yeah, there you go.
Find it.
Here's a great Army at War 154.
Love that.
Yeah. Another great rock cover. I love the kid wearing the helmet. The kid's got the ammo around it too. The bandoliers the kid's got. Oh, and Tim.
Yes.
Tim. These Sergeant Rock is always great. Especially, I've got 2 books that will pique your interest, my friend.
I am ready.
I am 1 away from finishing this run.
Real quick, Pam, it is episode 16 of Comics Unleashed. That is the showcase with Sea Devils.
Oh, episode 16. Look at that.
Yeah.
I guess that was after the name change. Is that what?
Yeah, but I was being clever in the description where it says dive in. So
dive in.
Yeah, she's sexy in 6. Oh no, that was sexy in 17.
Wow, that sounds like some pedophile stuff there, Dave.
No, you never heard that Stray Cat song?
No, I've heard 17. She's only 17. I know that.
By Winger.
Yeah, Winger. All right, Alien Encounters 4. So
that's nice.
There's Alien Worlds and Alien Encounters by Eclipse. So I have all the Alien Worlds, but I need
cover up.
There is some junk in that robotic trunk. Let me tell you.
There we go.
It's a government cover up, ladies and gentlemen.
I love that though, Gary. That's great, man.
And here's Alien Encounters 5.
Oh, that's even cooler.
We might have a little bit of areola coming out there. So who doesn't like that? I know I'm a fan. So they may not be double D's, but that's well worth.
I watched Roadhouse last night, so yeah.
Well,
the original one or the new one?
The original, the greatest.
Yeah,
that movie's so terrible.
It's so good.
So Alien Encounters, so 1 away from having all those.
Love it.
In my quest to finish my Marvel team ups, I think I only need 2 now, or 3 maybe.
That's right. You've been working on that.
Ooh, Spider-Man Ghost Rider. And I got this from Damien. This is also the first appearance of the Orb.
Wow.
So, and this book is in really nice shape too. When I put it in a nice bag, it's gonna really, really be good.
TJ, real quick, the Kiss song that you really should listen to is Plaster Caster. That's the one. That's their greatest song.
All right, we got a little bit of romance now. but it's a 100-page romance, and I'm going to get all these DC 100-pagers. The only ones I didn't have were the romance books, and there were 8 from Young Love and 8 from Young Romance. I'm going to get them all. So 108. This is a 100-pager.
Nice.
Young Love. And
Is that John Romita Sr.?
No, this is not. This is, I believe this is Vince Coletta, just looking at it. So when the mouth-to-mouth one, this girl's saying very snarkily, he saved her life. Now he's got to get her off his back. She's an albatross.
Oh my God.
That's great. Oh man. Cry like a girl. It says, cry like a girl. Can women's lib outsmart a male chauvinist? Well, I don't know. Maybe.
The Orb made an appearance in Jason Aaron's Ghost Rider.
No, it was Hulk 180.
That's right. That's exactly correct. Thanks,
Which
Sal.
was the one I posted a random panel of the day when he like sent to hell and he's just sitting there. He's like, well, here I am. And he's just like, they're rambling and talking to himself. And then Mephisto was sitting beside him like, oh my God, I got to get stuck with this guy for eternity.
All right. I'm going to show you 3 covers here. I'm not going to tell you who did them.
Okay.
I didn't know these existed. And I'm very happy to have them through my buddy Damien. And so here's a really cool Hellboy cover.
Ooh.
Isn't that great? Dark Horse Presents number 100. So really cool Hellboy cover. This is Dark Horse Presents 101.
Oh, that is awesome.
Wow.
102. Okay. It's really awesome. All right. And the third one.
I am not recognizing the artwork.
Yeah. Isn't that a great xenomorph?
Yeah.
That is
awesome.
Anybody? Any guesses?
I'm going to call David Finch. That's what I'm going to say.
All right. Sal, Dan, y'all get to guess.
I'm going to say Alex Maleev.
Maleev. Okay.
Jack Kirby. Oh, Bernie Wrightson.
Wrightson. Nice.
Wow.
Bernie Wrightson. I did not know these existed. How cool is that cover?
That is amazing.
These are all 3 Bernies.
Wow.
So
that's wild.
That's pretty cool. So, you'd think I would have ended there, but the only thing that can top a Bernie Wrightson is a book from my good buddy, my best friend, my brother from another mother, Mr. Mike Harbor. And that would be a Rio Bravo.
Ooh.
John Wayne, Dean Martin, Ricky Nelson.
Wow.
Nice. Dell 10 Center. So there we go.
Wonderful.
It was and great movie too. Fun movie too. So Snoop, I know you know. Wrightson. Yep. Yeah. Snoop, you got it, buddy. Chris, you know.
Wow.
That's
great.
Those are my new books. Yeah.
All right. Dan, what about you? What do you got for back issues this week?
Oh, I actually have a pretty good amount this week.
He does. Nice. Got some good stuff. I saw him buy it.
All right. So first I got 2 from the local shop that I think I asked everyone about it on the show last week, and nobody else had seen it. Well, Sal was with me, so he saw them. That they had these on the shelf, and I asked, like, did they do another printing of it or something? They said no. Apparently, they found a pallet full of them in a warehouse or something, so they released them to shops, and it was only $6. And I wasn't know if I was going to get it because the one I have is pretty beat up, but I have it. But Jamie was like, well, get me one. So it's like, well, if I'm buying one for him, I'll get it for me too. So it is.
Oh. Yep.
Nice. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear the worst British accent in the history of British accents, go watch the decoding panels I did of that. It's in there.
But yeah, so it's 2, and I opened up one of them just to look, and yeah, on the credits page, and it's all first print, it's all the stuff. Wonderful. So they're fantastic condition. So one of them I'll send to Jamie, and I'm tempted to send one of them off. The one I'm keeping, I'm tempted to send one off to get graded because
I would
never opened. They got them, put them in this, and they put them out
for more at the shop, right?
What?
They still have more at the shop, right?
Yeah, they had a couple more copies.
Are they selling them for the original cover price?
No, it's $6, but I think
It's
the
still
original
not
price, was $4, so it's
Yeah.
not like they're marking them up real big.
Yeah. I remember when that book was super hot when it first came out.
Yeah,
And
well,
right-
because there were two crossovers. There was the one that Image put out, which was that one. The one DC put out. The
Yeah.
Image one was the one you wanted.
Klaus Janson, I think, did the DC one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and you looked at the artwork from the two of them, and
Very
the artwork
different.
for the McFarlane one was far superior.
Bullshit, Tim. I'd listen to you do Shakespeare. Does your mother know that you weareth her drapes?
So yeah, if you guys, if any of you guys want me to see if they have a copy to pick up for you, just let me know.
Nice.
I got these next couple books off of eBay because Tim showed this one off. Was it 2 weeks ago? And I was like, I didn't even know this existed, so I had to go out and get it. The Silver Surfer.
You got one, yeah.
Yeah, Perez and Lim. I was like, God, I don't know how I missed this, but
do you mind if I ask how much you paid for it?
I will tell you real quick because I don't remember, but it wasn't much.
Bougie says I'd listen to Tim do Cannibal Corpse. There you go.
It was $8.
$8, not bad. Bougie Cannibal Corpse stuff. Listen to 6 Feet Under. That's good band. Got the lead singer from Cannibal Corpse in there.
Listen to Death Clock.
Death Clock. Yes. Holy shit. Yes. Listen to them.
And since we always talk about this, and since it or sort of talk about this, and since it is in the the message about the super chats, it is the Incredible Hulk and Wolverine #1.
That is the first reprint.
Yep.
Yes, this is the first time. It's from 1986. This is the first time that Marvel reprinted Hulk 180 and 181. So it's Hulk 180, it's Hulk 181, and it is a short story from Marvel Treasury Edition 26 that featured a ballroom brawl between Wolverine and Hercules.
Yeah.
And then there's a 6-page thing in the back of it that is an evaluation of the character Wolverine that had, up until this point, it had what was an unpublished and the back cover too, so you see it's a
nice wraparound.
Yeah,
they put Wendigo on the back because he is not important.
Because he's a king.
But if you look at it, it's John Byrne did this cover, but if you look at it like how he did Wendigo, he especially with the nose, he drew it in the style kind of how Herb Trimpe did the the Hulk issues. And so they reprint the issues, but then in the back there's this like 6-page thing that is called Evolution of the Character, and it has this. It said never up to this point again. It was this never before published drawing of Wolverine by Paul Smith. Wow. And it has the original. I don't know if they were never published before this, but it might have been the first time. The original sketches for Wolverine when John Romita designed him. And then just and some some art from some various things. But you see, it's like all this text, all of it is just about
and there it is.
About Wolverine. So this is pretty cool. I got it from the same seller that I got that from. It's a guy, and it was cool. The prices were good. The shipping was really quick. It's called The Lock on eBay. So if you went and searched that, it's the _Lock, LOCK. And he's got a lot of cool stuff. And there's a couple other books that I'd like to pick up from him. Just have to have the extra money. So we'll see whenever it is I get the extra money, we'll see if he still has them or not. But I don't know. I thought of this. I was like, we were talking about maybe having a book to do a raffle at Baltimore Comic-Con. So maybe you'll see this or something like it there.
Didn't that book show up in the Hulk 180?
It
did.
Itself?
Yes, this reprints itself.
Snoop says if Tim could read, I'd suggest you do audiobooks. I can't read. I only look at pictures and I do Braille occasionally, more on myself than anything else, but it's working out. And then Bougie says, no Tim in your Tim voice. Good choice, fellas. There you go for Cannibal Corpse. Absolutely.
Yeah, and then the guy that sent those to me, I guess he also put out his own comic, which he put an autographed copy of the first issue in. Just said thank you for your purchase, called Valhalla Cindermane.
Oh, interesting.
And you see right there that he signed it.
Mm-hmm.
And I checked, so the guy that's the eBay seller is the one that was the writer of and creator of this book. So I haven't I flipped through it real quick. I haven't really had a chance to read any of the stuff yet, but it looks like it could be interesting. So
nice.
Thank you. And I sent him a link to this, told where I was going to give him a shout out. So it was a cool seller. And then I got 3 more left that I got at LotCon. One of them is a book put out by someone local that had a tent set up there, and I did a short, 1.5 minute thing where I talked to him, and he's putting out this series, funding it through Kickstarter, and this was the first issue of it, and he said he planned it to be 12 issues. It's a horror book called Evil is a Weapon. So I got that from him.
Ooh.
His autograph there.
Look at that cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cover was cool. It's an old, in the inside, it's all black and white and red.
Wow.
And he had like T-shirts with this design and other stuff. So, gave him a short interview and picked this up. Tried to.
I'm sold on the cover alone.
And said he's getting ready to launch the Kickstarter for the second issue.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Then I did get 2 books from Gary's guy Damien. The price, these prices that are on here, but I paid cash, so he gave me a little bit of a discount. So I got, and they are kind of beat up copies, but again, it's the only way I'm going to be able to afford these books. So I'd rather have a beat up copy in the collection than not have it at all. So it is X-Men number 20.
Oh, dude.
Yep.
Nice.
That's great.
And X-Men number 21.
Oh, man.
Very cool.
When he puts those in nice bags, they'll really sparkle. They present well.
These are the nicest bags I have. So these are the bags that they're in.
That's
I got those. So with 20 and 21, it now puts my original X-Men run. I have an unbroken run from 19 to 21.
Let's face it, 19 to go with them. Nice.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Those are great picks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was a few things I was debating on getting, but it was really between, and Gary helped me decide, it was between either getting both of these or one issue of X-Men, the one that where the living Pharaoh was on the cover and he's like pushing up the logo on that. But I kind of decided, I was like, you know what? If I can get 2 early, they're all early X-Men books, but if I can get 2 or 1, I'm going to go for 2 because the other one was in a little bit nicer condition. So it was, it was priced higher. So I was like, you know what? I'll just keep getting these. Oh, thank you, Snoop. So as I continue, to try and work on the run that I will never complete because I don't have the money to, but I'll get as close as I can to it.
There you go.
You never go wrong with picking up
No
issues of X-Men 20 and 21. You did good.
All right,
Well,
Dan.
yeah, I'm happy with it.
That's all you got for back issues this week?
Yeah, that's it. And and me buying those is the reason that I didn't have enough money to pick up my entire subscription this week, but it was worth it.
Team Avengers. Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, I always pick up Avengers of all the books and all the characters I like, and Captain America, Batman, all these characters I like, and all these books I like. The older issues that I always look to pick up are X-Men, Avengers, Justice League, and like in Fantastic Four.
There you go. All right, Gary, the floor is yours, sir. Tonight's showcase, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by the curator of the Library of Comics.
All right. What was that word again?
Nam?
Damn.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. So Marvel did a series in the 80s called The Nom. The Nom went, pretty sure it was 84 issues. And it was Murray, I think Doug Murray was the writer. And he told stories. He was also a Vietnam vet. So he told stories of his experiences there and other armed service personnel stories there, and he would tell them in real time. So he would go through a tour of duty with some of these guys, with these characters, and it was amazing. So this was just a great book. The Nom #1. I've got 1 and 2 in nice bags. The rest of them, these are books I have not gotten to put in nicer bags. So bear with me. I don't even have them boarded, but I pulled out some of the covers that were really cool.
Oh, wow.
Or tragic.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I remember that. Snoop says, I remember that book. Snoop, I'm right there with you, buddy. I remember
I
that
do
when it
too.
was out.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow.
I mean, when this came out, Snoop was serving, I'm sure. So let's see.
Now, this series is not in Marvel proper. Is that right? This is more of an outlier.
Well,
Well,
it is, but it isn't. I'll show you. Let's see. There's a.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I know one of the covers that you're gonna show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm sure you do.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah. Pilot ejecting. Yeah. So this is, and again, I wanted to show this because again, the Nom is talking about real life experiences, and with Memorial Day, real life experiences. A lot of these guys just didn't come home. There's a great
That's a nice
USO show.
USO show. Absolutely. Yeah. That's just a great cover. And this is a recreation of the famous photograph.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is such a powerful picture on its own, and that cover captures that.
It does. It does. That was an amazing cover, and I'm pretty sure that story in there dealt with that incident.
Yeah. Wow.
So, again, I want to thank all our vets that served, and
Very much so.
I love this one here.
That's a good
That's
one.
it.
Yeah. So this is a series, and these books, if you were so inclined, they're not expensive. Here's the one Dan was talking about. So this is because a lot of the character, this is, mainly about the GIs reading the comics when they're over there.
Mhm.
So there were a lot of, Marvel comics that were read over there, as were the Superman and Batman and all the others, but Marvels were a favorite. So that's what that's about, is those guys reading the.
That cover is something else right there that you showed.
Look at that. You saw the helicopter. So just see Snoop. You saw Charlie Pride, a U.S. show in Panama. Yeah. Really cool.
Oh no, I was thinking you were going to show the cover for 67.
Okay, gotcha.
For 67, 68, and 69.
Yeah. So
there's the Punisher logo up in the corner too.
Yeah. So we had Punisher.
Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of.
Yep. God, I love this cover.
That's a good one.
Wow.
Yeah.
So and what I like too is the the WMIA
The corner
logo.
boxes.
The corner
Ladies
box.
and gentlemen, some of our service members still have not come home from that.
That's right.
You see the artist that did it, whose dad was kind of known for drawing some war books.
Yeah, very good. Good eye, Dan. That's Joe. That's Kubert. That's is that Adam or Andy? That's
Andy.
Andy. Yep.
Wow.
That's Andy Kubert there. And then this one dealing with the heroin problem.
Wow.
That this
Powerful covers.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
See, and this is coming out in the 90s too.
Yeah, I think late 80s, early 90s. This is 83. Yeah, God bless him. And Death Rides On, and then this was the last issue, 84, the end.
Wow.
So, great series, and I'm going to end on a different book just because I think it makes Memorial Day more poignant. For those of you that'll see where I do the from my personal Facebook page where I do my old school comic cover of the week. It's the only comic that I've ever repeated. And then now that I do it every year. And now that I'm doing the covers for the comic character of the day, this will be the only one I've ever repeated, and I'll repeat it every goddamn year. And that is this, which I think is the most poignant cover that encapsulates what Memorial Day is about.
Mm-hmm.
That's Sergeant Rock holding up the dog tags, saying, "Yeah, me and Easy made it back, but this is what it cost."
Mm-hmm. That's powerful.
Yeah, goddamn right, it's powerful. It is. That's $2.97, and I have 3 copies of this. I keep upgrading, getting better and better copies. But just the look on Rock's face, the dog tags with bullet holes in them. But yeah, me and Easy.
What issue number is that again?
297. Our Army. It's actually, amen, right, Snoop? Our Army at War number 297, and it's yeah, me and Easy made it back, but this is what it cost.
Yeah.
And I think that book just says it all. Bougie, I'm glad you like it. Like I said, this is the only cover I'll ever repeat, and I'll do it every damn year. So
yeah, 110%.
Yep. And CJ, yeah, it's 84 issues. The nom can be done. And this book here, I think issue 302, this series changes its name just to Sergeant Rock, but this is under the Army at War. If you're looking for this, our Army at War, number 297, and this is just, yeah, it is this to me. This would be a top 10 comic cover of any book for me, because this book moves me in so many ways, and it's so powerful. It's the imagery, it's the words, it's the look on Rock's face, and it's the dog tags with the bullet in it. So there you go. So again, this is a somber weekend, a weekend that we do spend with family and things like that. But Bougie's right about that. But it's also a weekend to remember the sacrifices of the people that never made it home and fought for our freedom. So that's a big deal for me, and I know it's a big deal for guys like Chris that wore the uniform and put it on. So Snoop, I love you, brother, and I know you you have people that that made that sacrifice. So
right on.
love them, and love the families that have sacrificed.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Gary could not have ended this episode on a more powerful note. We here at the Codex Station, I think I can speak for all of us when I say that this weekend, when you are out having a good time, doing your barbecues, everything like that, just remember what the weekend is for. Yep. It is for Memorial Weekend. It is in memorial of the soldiers that did not make it home from serving this country, protecting the freedoms that we take for granted on a minute-by-minute basis. So please just take a moment out of your weekend to give thanks to those. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to put this episode to rest. How do you guys feel about that?
Amen. I think it's been a good episode. I think we've done good. Sal, hopefully Sal's behaved enough to be let back inside.
I think so. All right.
Sal scratched at the door.
Pam says comics are like a time capsule. The good and the bad
here is better for you guys.
For all you guys have done. Absolutely, 110%.
Thank you, Pam.
TJ, thanks for another great show in chat. Richard says another great show. Guys, we couldn't do this if it wasn't for you guys in the chat.
For you and you and you and you.
Let me tell you something. When we're warming up before we come onto the pre-show, and even when we do our cool downs after this, we talk about how awesome you guys are. We love you guys in the chat so much, and it is half of the reason why we do this. You guys are fucking amazing. So, there it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the hell out of here. It is time for bed. It's 12:30 in the East Coast, probably 9:30 in the West Coast and everywhere in between. All right, before we go, we got something we want to give to you. I don't know how to tell time. But anyways, Gary, what would that be?
Oh, here at the Codex station, we have all the socials, and we would like nothing better than to give them to you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite social media platforms and where we're live streaming right now. Please make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow. If you made it this far and you love this type of content, we do this all the time, every time, and we do it for you, ladies and gentlemen, at the Codex station. And I know it's late. I know you're tired. You may even be a little hungry, but you're cold and you need a nice, awesome t-shirt to put on and maybe even a sticker for your car. Head over to the codexstation.com, get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Sal built a beautiful website. It needs to be observed and appreciated as much as we do. The codexstation.com, ladies and gentlemen, for all your Codex needs. My groin is a burning. My lord. 420, absolutely bougie. Go ahead and enjoy that 110%. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there it is again. Midnight munchies. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get the hell out of here. This is Codex After Dark Comics Unleashed. My name is Tim the Terrible. This is Sal the Slab Guy. Down below is Dan the Kelly Art, the road manager for the curator of the Library of Comics, Uncle Gary himself. We will see you after I hear two beautiful words.
Gaping holes.
Oh God, I just shivered a little bit.
You need to shat a little bit.
Can I get one more? It's like that random panel of the day that Dan put up where Daredevil got splattered on. Yeah, there we go.
Well, and he needed his gaping holes filled.
Oh, I heard it twice. Ladies and gentlemen, I can sleep very well. Night. Pam says night all. Sorry about that groin. See you later.